What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be bringing you guys Kawhi Leonard. This is going to be my lockdown build for you guys. Now, I did make this Kawhi build at 6'7", but before we even get into everything, be sure to follow me on Kick, guys. I live stream over at Kick, kick.com/Kenzo. When the game drops, we'll be over there. And again, Kick has no ads. So if you guys are like really annoyed about watching live streams and getting hit with ads all the time, Kick is completely ad-free. So you guys can come, join, watch the stream. I always need people to hoop with, by the way. So if you guys want to hoop, you know, I always need people to run with. Pull up to the stream. I run with all my viewers. Anyone who's there at the time that I need people to run with, I just pick people up from the stream and we just run, play rec, you know, have a good time. But before we get started, again, I do have to say, shout out to 2K for flying me out to Community Day. They gave me early access to play this build. Again, this is a work in progress, so things are not finalized. So keep that in mind. Things can change in the future, or when the game drops, things can change. So again, this is a work in progress build. So Kawhi Leonard, right-handed, jersey number 2, of course. Now, let's continue here. Small forward, 6'7". I went with a 230 weight and a 7'1" wingspan. Now, I want to break this down real quick because this is very important. Now, if you do want to hit that 89 mid-range shot, consider taking your wingspan down, because if you do want that, you're going to have to take your wingspan down for it. Okay, just remember that it's something that you are going to have to do. But I think personally, because I'm going to specialize in shooting, I think I'll be okay with Hall of Fame set shot specialist. I don't think I'll need the legend, but again, you can easily take your wingspan down, get your mid-range to an 89, and then you will have that legend set shot. If you want a max +2, your gold set shot to legend. So these are the stats that a 6'7" gets. You have access to like 99s everywhere on defense besides block. You also have access to driving, dunk, 99. Everything here is basically 99 as well. But we're going to be focusing on two stats, perimeter and steal. We want to get those to a respectable level and then try to balance out our build after that. So let's continue. Now, when I first made this build, right? When I first made the build, this is what I had at first. I was like, okay, maybe I should try to go 99 perimeter, 99 steal. But the build just wasn't, something was missing. Like the physicals weren't right. You know what I'm saying? it was really just the physicals. The physicals just were way too low for me. I didn't have the strength that I wanted, didn't have the speed or agility that I wanted. So things had to make, you know, things had to be changed here. So instead of trying to get 99 with cap breakers, I opted, sorry, I can't speak. I opted for 96. So we're going to go ahead and lower the perimeter and steal by 3. And then we're going to get 91s in each category here. And what we're going to do from there, right? Let me just skip ahead. What we're going to do from there is we're going to, boom, we're going to lower these 2 and get our physicals up a little bit more. Now, the next problem that I ran into was, even though I lowered these 2 right here, it still didn't give me enough attributes to fully invest in my physicals. Because right here, this is still like mid-level, right? This is still kind of mid-level, not where I want it to be. I want my physicals to be a bit higher than that. I want my strength to be a bit higher than that. I want my, you know, speed to be way higher than this, or a little bit higher than this, at least 79. I don't think cuts it for a lockdown. You got to have somewhere in the 80s, at least. Maybe if you're a small lock, I mean, maybe if you're like a really big lock, sorry, maybe lower speed will be okay. Like if you're a 6'10" lock or something like that, if you decide to make that. But at 6'7", you gotta have at least in the 80s, right? So that was my thought process around it. So what I had to do was this. I had to go ahead and lower my driving dunk. I went ahead and dropped this by, I believe, 5 points. Let's see where I decided to drop this at. Oh, I also dropped my 3-point shot, and I was able to get my speed up a little bit more here, because I was going to specialize in shooting. So I was already going to have a high, you know, set shot specialist badge. So my catch and shoot should be just fine. It should be just fine. And again, if I find that it's not fine, we can always drop the wingspan down, get this mid-range shot to an 89 with cap breakers. So we aim for 84 rating and then boost it to 89. And then we can max +2 our gold set shot specialist into legend set shot. And the 75 is going to be more than respectable. It's been like that. It's been like that for the past 2 2Ks. you can have a really high midi, and then you have that high set shot specialist, and then your 3-point shot is you can shoot with a lower 3-point shot, basically is what I'm trying to say here. So remember that we do have max +2s in this build, and I'm trying to build around that. So we're going to go ahead and up our physicals here, go with the 83 agility. Now I'm coming back in here trying to see where lowering my weight gets me. So I lower it down by 1, get the agility to 84, because right here, if you guys can see right here on ball minutes, I'm trying to get this badge on half. So because when I throw cap breaker on it, I can throw 5 cap breaker on perimeter defense. This will allow me to get this Hall of Fame on ball minutes, and then we get a plethora of max +1. So I don't have to waste a max +2 slot on getting my defensive badges to legend, as you guys can see here. Now, one thing that I do want alongside of having great defense is I want this immovable enforcer badge. This is a really good badge as well. So we got to work on getting that strength up a little bit more. So we're getting the speed up. We got the speed to 82, right? But mind you, I still have my driving dunk at 87, and I want to get this strength rating up because, again, look at immovable enforcer, requires 82 strength to get to silver. So let's try to keep, pushing this badge as high as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and take the driving dunk down. Well, I know I end up doing it. I don't know when I end up doing it, but I know I end up doing it. I took the pass down 1 attribute. I'm just trying to like scrape together some more attribute points to put like my strength up higher. So I don't want to take my driving dunk down, but it got to a point where I had to, and I still don't even have bronze rebound chaser. That's another thing that I at least wanted. I at least wanted bronze rebound chaser on this build, just to somewhat help out on boards. If like no one's there to get it and I'm the only one around, I feel like bronze will help me secure it. So we're going to go over to, let's keep going. I know I lower my driving dunk here. Yes, I'm lowering it by a little bit here. I lowered it by 3. Let's see how high I can get my strength. Got it to 2. Boom, silver immovable. Now I need 85 for gold. So 85 is where I want to be at, and boom, we got it right where we want to be at here. We got it at that 85 rating. That allows me, let me go back. Once we're at that 85 rating, that allows me the option of max +2ing my immovable enforcer. So I could max +2 this into a legend. Now I do believe we get I don't know for a fact on how many max +2s we get, but I believe we get 3. I believe we get from the images we saw, and using just my deductive skills, detective, whatever you want to call it, right? And I can assume that we get 3 from the photos we've seen, from the reveals that we've seen, right? So I can only assume. So a movable enforcer could be one of my max +2s, okay? That could be one of my max +2s. So in theory, what we can get is legend defensive badges. We can max +1 some of our defensive badges to legend, like on ball menace. We can max +2 our immovable enforcer to legend. So we're going to have those legend defensive badges right there, right? And then we can specialize in shooting and get possibly we can get our Jedi to the Hall of Fame level and our set shot specialist to the Hall of Fame level. Or we can try to lower our wingspan, get the 89 mid-range shot, and then of course we get that set shot badge to legend instead of Hall of Fame if we max +2 it. So this build has access to high shooting badges and legend defensive badges. Okay, we have access to the Hall of Fame / legend shooting, and we have legend defense, which is going to be insane. So I'm very, very curious to see how this plays out here. And we can dunk the ball, and we have ball handle as well. We have 80 ball handle, so we can get access to some of the good dribble moves. We got the speed with ball rating. I mean, things might get crazy depending on how many max +2s we get. Again, remember, we do have silver lightning launch that we can possibly upgrade to Hall of Fame lightning launch. It all depends. It all comes down to how many max +1s we get, how many max +2s we get. Okay. Because honestly, I don't mind just max +1ing immovable enforcer and then max +2ing my lightning launch to really make this build crazy. You see what I'm saying? So we got to get our hands on the official game and see how many max +2s we get, how many cap breakers we get. That plays a big role too, and we can really like you know, make these builds overpowered. So let's continue with the final version of the build here. As you guys can see, I'm upping my rebound to 60 because I have some leftover attributes. I was able to get that rebound chaser on bronze. I went ahead and just threw the extra on speed. And again, you see here how I threw the extra on speed here. I could probably easily just throw it on mid-range if I lowered my wingspan and then get that 89 if I need it. I don't know if I need it or not. So again, this build definitely has room for you to like move attributes around how you see fit. Of course, all my builds, if you don't like something, just change it up a little bit. Or if you like this and like that, just take from this and then use it for yourself. Use it as a template, make changes on how you see fit, of course. So continuing on, I know free throw is probably one of the low things here, and you might want to, you know, adjust your free throw. But this is what I have in terms of the builder. I'm going through all the badges that I have. Boom, boom, boom. You guys see, and the build comes out to a physical ball hawking lockdown. Now, let's read the strengths and weaknesses. We are elite at jumping pass lanes, can guard the best offensive player, elite end-to-end speed, wins physical matchups, but the weakness is lets wings sneak in freely after shots, meaning our box out is weak. Our rebounding and our box out is weak. Basically what it's trying to say here. So we might let up some rebounds to other wings. So again, if you want to work on that weakness, you definitely have room to adjust attributes here and there as you guys see fit, and maybe you want to upgrade your rebound. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the template that I made for Kawhi Leonard. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, man, don't forget to follow me on Kick, man. I will be streaming 2K when the game drops. We're doing super long streams. I'm trying to like really aim for like streaming at least a week straight, like go to sleep, wake up, back on stream type thing, 24-hour type thing. So we're going to try to push the game as hard as we can. Kick.com/Kenzo. Come join me. And I will see you guys there, man. I always need people to run with again. So I'll see you soon. Peace. I got more builds on the way too. Don't forget, I got way more builds. Hit that bell icon. Stay notified. Subscribe. Like the video. I'm out. Peace.